it a day. So I don't know how I'm doing this right now because I have been cut the fuck off. So somehow, some way, I was able to get this phone online for a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on. I went to go pull some money out of my bank account this morning, the ATM, and it said that my card was invalid. So I went to another ATM in a totally different location, same thing. So my bank account is cut off. That's USAA as well, which surprises me since, you know, it's USAA, but I guess they're involved as well. What else is going on here? Oh, yeah, I went to go renew my room, and I was able to pay last night on booking.com, but the guy was like, I'm having a lot of trouble, like, importing your reservation, like something is wrong, you know? And I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, he just manually did my key cards and handed them to me. He's like, let me just talk to my manager and I'll figure it out and let you know. And then when I get up here, I have no internet access at all. I'm not able to log into the system. And so, you know, I called down there. I'm like, hey, is it, you know, my internet's not working. Is it possible? He's like, yeah, I got to talk to my manager. Like something's wrong. They cut off my bank account, USAA, my debit card is gone. It looked like my channel was deleted earlier as well. But again, I haven't had internet to like verify this. What else happened? What else happened? Yeah, they're up to no good for sure. They're definitely trying to box me in. Probably you that I'm talking to, but yeah, this is crazy. It's Gestapo style stuff, guys. And I'm sorry that I'm telling your secrets, but I'm not sorry. You know what I mean? I'm protecting the children, you know, my child specifically, but all the kids, you know. This is crazy that you guys think this is okay. You know, I don't know what kind of spell you're under, but it's obviously not working out well, you know. Yeah, anyway, that's what's going on. I'm just gonna hang out on live as long as I'm allowed to. As long as I'm live, I'm just gonna stay on live for now. Because I'm probably gonna get cut off again. Who knows, you know? These people are up to the most, the absolute most. Oh, it's just you, I see. Well, it's not gonna work. Oh, there's two people. Good, good. Let's see who else comes in. Let me get on the internet on this. It might be that kid at the front desk that fixed it because he's really cool. Hey, buddy. Come here, buddy. I'm in on the laptop as well. Okay, so they got the internet thing fixed. But yeah, my bank accounts are cut off. Both of them. I went to, I said in the beginning, but yeah, I went to go to the ATM and it was like invalid card number. So I went to another ATM, same thing. And there's an issue with the system at this hotel. They were having a lot of trouble checking me in. So they probably had me labeled, I'm thinking, as a terrorist is probably what they did. Which is so funny because yet again, projection, you know. But whoever has access to this, and it's probably Scott, you know, it's probably Scott that was able to get this done, or at least, you know, he knows people that know people that can do stuff like this, you know. So, Simon. Hey, you want to sit with me? You want to sit with your mama? Hey, buddy. Well, at least guess I can do tarot readings maybe, but I can't accept, I have nowhere to accept payment. Let me see, let me check something real quick. Okay, this is too funny. So now the Venmo account is looking like it's working again. So I want to go try the ATM card, but I don't want to leave the room again. But yeah, so they had me blacklisted a couple hours ago, and my Venmo account, it was gone. Like my I have two of them. I have a personal and a business one. The personal one was like had an error message, and yeah, it's just been an interesting morning. They're definitely fucking with me. So I think because I know what happened. I was able to go on TikTok and post some, maybe some status updates over there or something like that went through. So maybe they reinstated it real quick, trying to hide what they were doing. I don't know. But they're definitely doing something. Definitely. Most indubiously. So if you guys think that, like, you know, shadow banning my channel is going to work, it's not. You know, it's not. Too many people know about it. They're going to see that you blocked it or deleted it. They're looking for me. You know what I mean? So, like, that's a dumb idea. You know, you got to get more, you know, intelligent than this, because again, these old stuff, you know, I guess Adolf Hitler did not write the playbook for how to deal with the internet. I think that's the problem. And so since they, you know, adopt everything that Adolf Hitler did, they're kind of at a loss here with the whole internet thing, because Hitler didn't foresee that, right? So, you know, they forgot about all of this. I think they got a little too excited planning, you know, the end of humanity, and forgot to look at the fine print, the details. They did. They forgot to check out every angle. They did. Did they delete my channel? Why do I have to sign in? Nope, I'm here. I swear though, I should have took screenshots, because I did. It was like unable to find your YouTube channel or something like that when I was trying to post earlier. Whatever they were doing to block you has made a U-turn on their asses. Yeah, I think so.
Somebody was on sex match on somebody.
Hey Mary.
Somebody was having
Yeah,
a
it's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm not even worried. I'm really not. They must have reinstated my Venmo as well. Again, I think I mean, at this point, it's games. It's always been games, I've played these games with these fucking animals for my entire life. So, unfortunately, the reason that I'm such a fucking trained assassin with them and they can't get me is because they trained me, They trained me to evade them. They're the ones that trained me how to survive, in any circumstance, right? Any circumstance. Kevin Ellis used to say, Tina, man, you fucking kill me. Like we could drop you off in the middle of the Sahara Desert and you'd be out partying at the Taj Mahal in 3 days. I'm like, yeah, I would, Dad. Yeah, I would. And he's not my dad, by the way, but it's because they put me through so much as a kid. I mean, they literally dumped me out on the streets as a child, as a 1-year-old baby, literally, so there's nothing they can do to me now that is going to put me in a place where I can't figure it out. You know what I mean? They've already murdered me multiple times, so that didn't work. Cutting off my bank account is nothing, in comparison. Judgment card is here, motherfuckers. Judgment card is right here. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, and then there was some terrorist-looking guys in the lobby as well. I was trying to figure out what language they were speaking, and I couldn't quite place it. But weird-looking guys, shady people walking around down there on the cell phones, like always. And I know what these guys look like because, why? I lived over in Europe for a long time, and, I know what they look like. Yeah, so they're not able to do what they think they're gonna do. It's futile. At this point, like I said, I work for God. So, you can cut off my bank account, my Venmo, it doesn't matter. God is always going to, take care of me. Always. No matter what, So, you little fucking demons, okay? Even you, Satan, even you, you're nothing in comparison to God. And this is why I was telling you guys, maybe use this time instead of attacking me, right? The jig is up, man. Like, this is not, again, it's not a secret squirrel operation. Everybody knows about it, okay? Everybody knows. You guys did a really horrible job with OPSEC, okay? Operation Security, because you ended up recruiting all these fucking nimrods, right? There's these nimrods that think they're fucking cool, so they want to go out and tell all their friends and their buddies and me and everybody else exactly what the fuck they're doing. One of your fuckers, I was at his townhouse one time, and he pulls out a fucking, what is that thing even? It's like a AK-47. It's a gun like this big, you know what I mean? It's as big as the bed. It was like 6 feet long. I haven't seen one of those since I was in Afghanistan. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that? And why do you have that? I'm like, were you in the military? He's like, no, just mine. And that guy is programmed. So let me just tell you, I feel bad for him. He's one of my stalkers. He doesn't physically stalk me that I'm aware of, but he messages me multiple times a day, every single day. And he has done that since the day that he met me, because he's programmed to be obsessed with me, and he's tried, again, I don't even read the messages anymore. I don't respond. I just let him send them. I just let it go. And he's on here right now, I believe. He comes under different usernames, but, anyway, I felt bad for him a little bit. Not really because of the fucking weapons, but he was not, he wasn't like an angry, hostile person. This is just, they recruited all these people that just are lonely. They want friends. They want to belong to something, and they played on that, so they made it seem like it was this whole like camaraderie thing. Like it was so cool, and, they sold it like they were protecting the country and getting rid of us evil, leftists, and, like we're the pedophiles. We're the ones that are the problem. It's not about politics, guys. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. I mean, he's involved, yes, but this is not about politics. This is a battle of good versus evil, right? It's not about Democrat and Republican. It's not about anything. This is a battle of good versus evil, right? Anybody's labels that they come with, FBI, CIA, whatever, it's a battle of good versus evil. It's not, it doesn't matter who they work for, right? It doesn't matter where they're coming from, So, and they sold this to these people, as like something like, they felt important. They felt important, like they had a role, like they had a job, you know, these important people are coming to them and, you know, giving them money to do, you know, things that probably didn't seem that bad at first, I'm assuming, you know, but you know, now I can't imagine, you know, but again, they're also combining that with black magic, okay, mind control, and yeah, mind control, CIA programming, MK Ultra stuff. So, you know, there's the problem too, and this is why I'm not even mad at the guy that's obsessed, because he's MK Ultra'd, you know, just like the rest of you guys, all you handlers. You allowed them to do this to you. You know, I'm the only one that didn't. So, you know, it's a sad situation all around. It is, but you know, hopefully everything about this mind control stuff that they do gets revisited and looked at and picked apart and scrutinized and audited, and the right questions are asked, you know, and they can figure out, you know, who all the fuck should have access to this kind of fucking power. You know what I mean? The power to control the minds of the masses. And you would think, you know, working for the United States government, right, that they would be, you know, not using that against us, right? But this is all it took. That's all it took. So, yeah, all these forces joining up together is sad. But you have to wonder how many people are under mind control and black magic. And it's going to be a lot. They're going to find out that they used all of this stuff to control everybody. It probably only didn't work on 8% of people or something like that. Yeah, this whole situation is, you know, nothing but sad. It is. It's very sad. Every single person in this storyline had a choice, you know, not to do this, not to engage in these types of things, but they played on people's need to belong or want to belong. They played on their codependency, which is an attribute that Jezebel herself instills in her children, right? Codependency. You have to have friends. You have to be around people. You can't be alone. You have to have somebody. Somebody has to have your back, you know? They try to instill that in you. My mom did this. She's not my mom, but Patricia did this. And it didn't work on me. Like I said, when I turned 18, she threw my ass out of the house maybe a week after I turned 18 in a foreign country where I did not speak the language well. And I had nowhere to go. And you know, I took that little bag that she packed for me, and the reason she threw me out is bullshit too. I was 18 and my curfew was 10 o'clock, and you know, I went to go visit a friend in Wiesbaden. My friend, whose dad was a 4-star general, I think, Janice, and I was coming home, and the train in Frankfurt was delayed like 10 minutes. So I called her and said, hey, you know, I'm going to be 10 minutes late. And she was like, if you're not here by 10, don't come home. And I was 10 minutes late. And I don't even think I was 10 minutes late. I want to say I was 1 or 2, because I ended up taking a taxi from the Hauptbahnhof to my housing unit because I couldn't take the streetcar because it was going to take too long. So, you know, I got there as fast as I could, and she had a bag packed. She was standing on the balcony like, here you go. And she handed me the bag, and it had a change of clothes, my contact lenses, or my glasses, you know, a toothbrush. Like, she was prepared for me to go live a new life, and she did this meticulously. And I took that as a thank you gift, you know what I mean, a parting gift. I was like, oh, perfect, great, thank you so much. You already did the work for me. And I never looked back, you know. I dealt with her a little bit here and there over the years, but I never looked back, you know. She never had control over me again. And she never will. None of them will. They think they own me. They think that because of the government creating my embryo or whatnot, that they physically own me like a piece of property, and that they can do whatever they want to do, you know, to me, that I am their property, you know, and I am not. I'm God's property. That's where you fucked up, you know, that's where you fucked up. It's true. No human being owns any other human being, ever, 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 ever. See, I keep getting this Black Widow as well. Is this Amelia or who? I mean, I know Lauren's the Black Widow, but is Amelia one too? Hearth, you know, it is unbelievable. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hearth Earth, are you also in the program? I'm so sorry if you are. And yes, you're right. It is absolutely. I mean, it is. I can't believe it. You know, do other countries fund these types of programs against their innocent citizens? You know, like I just want to know, like, how is this possible? You know, they fund this, yeah. But again, what happened is it's not. We can't look at it like the government is funding this. What happened is these are you know, agents of the adversary, Satan, okay? And so Satan created these high level, you know, soldiers, right, to infiltrate every agency, every department, the military, every organization. It's a hostile takeover. So these people, and again, they used MK Ultra and black magic and stuff to mind control a lot of these people in high places, right? To use them as their pawns, as their puppets. And this is Satan doing this, right, behind the scenes. And yeah, like horse or dog racing. Heart Earth, I know I was bet on in Vegas. I know I was bet on in Vegas. I know that. I know that they had bets going about if I was going to survive, probably if somebody was going to be able to rape me, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it's, you know, they definitely bet on us. They did. They used us as like, you know, gambling, like a dog or a horse. You're right. And even that is absolutely an abomination to do that to an animal. But they did it to human beings. Me, yeah. And they get paid with weird looking credit cards. I don't know about their secret, you know, credit card system, but yeah, they have secret demonic systems for everything. There's a demonic system of intel. They have and then they have access because the Catholic Church is actually demonic. It's satanic. So they're the ones that control and have access to the Akashic records. Let me tell you what these fucking skis balls did, okay? So they rewrote the Bible, right? A long time ago. They took out the cure for demonic possession. It was in the original King James Version. They took it out. And now the Catholic Church says they're the only ones that can do an exorcism, right? They're the only ones that can help with demonic possession. They don't help at all. All they do is kill the host when they do these things. They don't help, you know? And they did this so that they'd have full control. This has been in the plans, in the works for centuries, you know? This is all boiling down to this. It's really Judgment Day, you know? It's literally that. But yeah, the Catholic Church is a cover for Satanism as well. You know, so Charm, good morning. So I woke up this morning and I went to go to the gas station to get a vape, and I went to pull money out of my account, and my card said that it was cut off. Like it said the account number was invalid or something. So I went to another ATM at another place, and it also said that the account number was invalid on that ATM. So it's definitely my card, my bank account that has been fucked with. Then I went on my Venmo, and my personal Venmo was like, when I looked at the app, you know, it said like unable to retrieve account or something like that, something along those lines. It wasn't verbatim, but something along those lines for my Venmo. So I came back to the hotel, and I had not yet, they know me down there by now, you know, so, and they're really cool. So I had not yet switched out my key cards for the room, which I do daily, you know, and he went to go do it, and he was like, I can't transfer your reservation. Like something is wrong. And, you know, he manually did something. He fixed the keys for me so I could get in the room, but he was like, I have to call my manager to fix this reservation. I'm like, what is wrong, you know? And he's like, I don't know, I've never seen this before. So I think they put me on probably a terrorist list, you know, so that all of my stuff would get cut off. And I also, without being officially checked into the hotel room, I did not have internet access. So I called down there and asked them like, hey, you know, like my internet access, I can't access the internet because I'm not checked in, you know. And so he's like, yeah, I can't do anything, I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix it, you know. So that was several hours that I didn't have internet. So, you know, it finally came back on, and as soon as I was able to get internet, I don't know how it happened, but it was like it went from zero internet on any device. I could not access any of my socials. It even looked like my YouTube account was deleted. It did. Yeah, it's so fucked up, Charm. It's okay. Like I said, they're playing games, you know. This is, you know, it's the best thing to do would just be to call it off, you know. Just call it off, guys. There's no need for this. It's just dumb. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the whole fucking thing. You all look like you're Orange Master right now, completely washed up. You know, just stop it. You know, nobody thinks you're cool. Nobody thinks this is funny. Nobody thinks this is awesome. You know, you're just fucking with people's lives. You know what I mean? Like, it was a bad idea. The whole thing was a bad idea, but you know, they had to do what they had to do. And these personality types, okay, this is another reason why I studied these guys so much, is because when they get like you know, a vendetta, they really need to, you know, execute revenge, whether it's today or whether it's 50 years from now or whatever. They never forget, you know, somebody that they want to get revenge on. And as you can see, look what happened to me, all because I wouldn't have a threesome with somebody. Look at what happened to me. That's the revenge, you know, because I wouldn't have a threesome with somebody. So they're vindictive, you know, definitely vindictive. Definitely vindictive. But I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. I'm so frazzled. I'm just fried, you know. Which is exactly what they want. And this is the thing. These are agents of chaos. I call it the demonic system of distraction. These are chaos demons, right? Chaos agents that are sent in by Satan to literally distract, you know. So they know, you know, there's important work to be done right now, blah, 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 blah. And they want to go ahead and try to cause as many distractions as humanly possible to make sure that nobody gets anything done, you know. And it's laziness. It's pure laziness. And that's what they do. They're lazy as fuck. They just have everybody else do their shit for them, which is why their plan is failing as well. It is. They didn't have the right people in place. They're all lazy. None of them want to actually work. You know, they just want to, you know, look cool, ride around in their black SUVs with their sunglasses on and act like they're fucking, you know, special ops and shit. They look so dumb. I mean, I really wish I had taken videos of these people's, you know, in their little get-ups and stuff, looking like, trying to act like they're special forces, which is so funny because, like, you know, again, I was attached to the real special forces, like the real special forces. That's the unit I was attached to in Afghanistan. Like they're this is not special forces. Like these guys, this is not special. I'm just saying, you know, they just look like chumps. They just look like a bunch of chumps. And, you know, again, they could call this whole thing off right now and stop the fucking madness, you know, before it gets worse. Because, you know, I just think they thought they had so many people involved that they were just not going to be punished in any way, that there would just be no ramifications and they would just take over the earth and make everybody their sex slaves and then kill humanity with AIDS. And, that would be it, right? Nuke the place, right? That was their plan. So they're mad, you know, they're mad that people are resisting that plan because they thought they MK Ultra'd everybody into being submissive to this plan, you know, and they didn't. I know, guys, I know. I'm so sorry. Like it sucks that like even being in my chat is a problem, you know what I mean? I know that. And I'm very sorry for that, guys. I promise you, this is not what I want. I didn't do anything to bring this on myself. You know, these are stalkers. These are federal fucking stalkers. You know, stalkers that are federally funded that attack the people that come near me, you know. And they've been doing this for a long time. I realized I had a friend that I really loved. I've had several friends over the years, and I lost them all, and I could never figure out why everybody just kept ghosting me. You know what I mean? Like, what did I fucking do? And this girl named Diana, I used to call her Dirty D, the Dirt. She was hilarious, and she's not dirty, by the way, which is why it was a funny nickname for her. But she just had really big boobs, so you know, it was a joke between she and I. It was not anything, you know, hostile towards her or anything like that. So anyway, it was her name. She told me her name. So anyway, she was a good friend of mine. And she also, like right around the time of Ryan and Cindy and everybody else turning their backs on me, she did too. And I thought it was because she took Ryan's side, even though, you know, he was the one that did this, you know what I mean? I thought that she did not believe me and took Ryan's side. And that's why she wasn't talking to me anymore. But I now believe, because she went back to Ohio, and yeah, she worked for somebody else for a while. She had a beautiful house, though. It's questionable. You know, she probably took the offer of anything she wanted. And it sucks, you know? It sucks. It really, really sucks. But who knows what was said to these people. I mean, I'm not giving them any excuses by any means, but, you know, I don't know what was said to them. I don't know what was offered to them. If they went just for the money, then fuck them. You know, fuck them all, really. But maybe some were threatened, you know, it's possible. I don't know. You woke up in your bed with dry mouth like you had surgery. Oh my gosh. Technology and pass out gas. Yes! Yes, heart earth. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That is what, okay. So I was trying to decide the night that they stuck the thing in my arm. I don't think I had a drink in my hand to be drugged, you know? And I was wondering like how, it was a Serbian Uber driver that got me, right? And I was wondering like how the fuck did they do it? And I figured it was either gas or the lasers, but I didn't see the laser in his hand, you know? It's possible. Some of them have them in their eyes, you know? So, I mean, it had to be gas. It had to be gas. It had to be gas. Because when I got in his car, yeah, because it was out of character for me, because it was late at night. It was about 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I was doing my laundry, and I Ubered back to the store, and it was that Uber driver, and I would not have typically let anybody in the store with me, like that at night, right? I would have said, come back tomorrow when we're open, blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, I was compelled to let this man in. And let me tell you, it was not sexual or by any means. It was not romantic. He told me, first thing, he was married. He was saying to me, oh my gosh, you remind me of my wife when we were younger. And then when he saw the store, he was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. He hopped out of the Uber, I believe. You know, he wanted to come in the store. Like, he was like, oh my gosh, can I go look at it? You know, and I'm like, yeah, you can look at it. You know, so I let him in the store. And that is what happened. And then let me tell you guys, so I got gassed or lasered. You know, I wake up with this shit, whatever's going on. I go back in the store, and this motherfucker is laid out on my cot in my office eating. You know, he's got his feet, he's laid out. He's like, what's up? You know, what's up? Like, on my bed. I'm like, wow. So anyway, yeah, the gassing, yes, I believe I was gassed as well. But how did he gas me without gassing himself? I don't know, you know? His demons do have to be stopped. They're being stopped, Charm, and that's why they're so mad. I wrote a letter to the constitutional judge, Anthony Tringa, about what was happening, and the attack stopped and stalking went back to covert, but they still check in. I can feel them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're around, Heart. They're definitely around. I mean, they have all my devices bugged. You know, here's the other thing with the stalking. I have had them before come and pay off neighbors, you know, people around me, or mind control them, whatever they're doing. I need to get something to wipe this desk down. I need like alcohol based. What can I use? It has like oil on the desk. Let me see. Perfume. Oh, mouthwash. Let's see if that'll work. Okay. Anyway, yeah, they have a lot of different techniques to do this stuff. And again, fucking federal government funding this, man. That's the kicker here. That's the real fucking kicker. I can get down with a terrorist organization funding this, right? I can. I can understand it, right? I can get it. Like, I understand they want to take out, you know, the light. But I cannot get down with the United States government funding this. I just can't. And again, it's not just me by any means. There's plenty of other ones, you know, plenty of other people in the same exact boat as me. And it's crazy. It just is absolutely fucking crazy to me that they would do this, you know? Like make us in a laboratory and then, you know, decide that they're going to go ahead and torture us, experiment on us, you know, for the rest of our lives, and then just go ahead and execute us when they're done, you know? Like, what the fuck is this? You know, what the fuck is this? Honestly. What the fuck is this? You know, who the fuck? Again, this makes the government look so bad. but it's these rogue motherfuckers in the government, you know. This was an old program. I don't know what the plan was for us. Like if they, I think that what the plan was is that they were going to give us our inheritances, you know what I mean? Like at a certain age, you know what I mean? Let us know what happened and set us free. But that didn't work out because people were able to, like in my case, my handler, Hamish, when he came to see me, I wasn't good enough for him, so he decided that he was going to go with a hoe, you know, and have a lifestyle that I would not tolerate. And so, but then he took it upon himself because I was genetically modified, genetically created as this perfect match for him. He took it upon himself to go ahead and steal my fucking eggs and make several babies that I didn't know about. You know what I mean? So, and have them, you know, implanted into different women, you know, because he had a harem thing going on. So, you know, again, guys, you know, I think that was left up to him, you know what I mean, when he found me, because he was, you know, technically I was his property, is what was sold to him, you know what I mean? Which I'm not, obviously, but that's the liberties that they gave these handlers, you know what I mean? Like, okay, well, that's your property, so you deal with it the way you want to. And this motherfucker decided to, you know, put bets on me in Vegas, you know, make it a game, basically, a video game, where I'm constantly fighting for my life, you know. And again, why he would do this? Because he's Satan. He is literally Satan incarnate, you know. He was the, you know, he's the Satan to the Jesus DNA is what it is. And you know, I get it. You know, I understand. You know, I understand. These CIA people are fucking weird. You know, these Nazis are fucking weird. They made these fucking plans for us, and he wasn't even in control of that. You know, but he fell right the fuck into it, didn't he? Yep, he did. He met Jezebel, and that was it. That's all it took. You know, that's all it took. So he sold him. He literally got fucking conned out of his own destiny by the demons. You know what I mean? And became one. The highest level. The highest level. You know, he went in. He went all in. All in. And then give my destiny to... Wait till you guys see this chick. Wait till you see her. Like, wait till you experience her. For real. Like, you're gonna be like, are you serious? But yet again, this is Jezebel we're talking about, right? Black magic, you know, who knows what else she did, you know. I mean, of course, letting him do anything that he wants and blah blah blah, you know, the lifestyle blah 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 is you know, very attractive to most men. But I am 100% certain that there was some heavy fucking duty black magic used, you know. And again, he should not have made the free will decision to engage in this type of activity and behavior. This is why he's like this now, you know. This is why this happened, because he used his own free will to make these choices and get into these problems, you know. So it you know, I feel for him in a sense that he got duped by Jezebel. But I don't feel for him in the sense that, look what he did to me, you know? Look what he did to me, and for what, you know? Like, because what? Why? Jealousy, you know? He thought I didn't like him. I adored him, you know? I would have taken him back with open arms, you know what I mean? Like, I would have taken him in with open arms. Like, he thought that I didn't want to be with him or something, and I'm like, you know, it was all very confusing. Again, they came in and they broke up my fucking marriage, you know, just to clear the way for him, you know? And then he just decided, nah, you know, I'm going to capitalize on her instead. You know what I mean? He thought that I was probably not, you know, wealthy enough for him or something. I don't know. But he knew about my inheritance, though. So he knew I had money as well. He knew. I mean, literally, he knew all of it. And he just decided, nah, you know, I'll take this route instead. And this is his choice, and it's his free will. And I'm very happy that God gave him free will. You know, I am so happy that God gave him free will to make the choices that he wants to make in his life, because I have never had that. I have never been able to make a free will choice. All of my choices have been made for me. I've never been able to date somebody that I actually wanted to date. I've never been able to have a job that I wanted to actually have. I've never been able to do anything. You know, anything on my own free will. These people have controlled, well, the big key things in life, right? These people have controlled my entire life, my entire existence, you know? as a piece of government property. And I am done. You know, I'm not a piece of government property. And in this game, you know, they sent me to war. You know what I mean? They played war games with me, guys. They attached me to special forces and put me in the most fucked up like situation. Okay, so let me just tell you. I'll tell you guys the story about Afghanistan. This is a good day for this. So as I was saying, they tried to get me set up, right? So I was working at McKinsey, all a setup. Every job was a setup. So I'm working at McKinsey, and I'm there, and I guess this is when Hamish decides that he doesn't like me, he doesn't want me. So he has, or they have, this group of people. It was my friends, you know, my close friends that I was very good to. Okay. Got together and decided to pull a setup where they would get me arrested. They would get me put into prison for defrauding the government. Okay, so what was happening was, I got a job offer. My friend Katie was like, you know, she had a friend that worked for the government as a contractor and needed somebody that had legal experience and government experience, and that's exactly what I had. Of course, you know, so I apply. Of course, I get the job. So I get in there, and this chick, her name was Brianna Good. She was oh my God. I am horrified that she even has a security clearance, but the level that she has one, and she's got a poly, which is crazy because she's a fucking psychopath, so she can lie on a lie detector test, you know, and pass it because she believes her own lies because she's a psychopath. So anyway, and I told my SO, I was like, Eric, I'm like, I'm sorry, but this chick is something wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know, but they were in such a position of power that even the security officer, the one that does the clearances, the background checks, he's the one that has direct contact to the, you know, to DC. He couldn't do anything about it, you know? So anyway, I get there, and this girl's trying to make me she's trying to make me reconcile all these purchase orders from this giant project. It was building the new CENTCOM facility at McDill, which was a huge project. And she's trying to get me to falsify numbers, you know, for her to make it. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what the outcome was going to be, but I'm not falsifying anything for anybody. You know what I mean? Charm. So yes, I have Cash App, but I can access it. Yes, I have Cash App. It's the bank account that I need to figure out if I can transfer money to the bank account, if I can use the debit card, I think was what was turned off, you know? So I have to figure out, I don't know. I'll have to try and see what happens when I book the room or when I try to book the room. Anyway, so I'm not falsifying any documents for anybody, right? So of course they make it living hell, living nightmare to be at this job, okay? So all of a sudden, randomly, I get a call from somebody, and they're like, hey, do you want to come to Afghanistan? I'm like, yeah, you know, I do, because I had just gone through this horrible divorce. This Hamish dude had just, you know, fucking disrespected me. You know, these bitches, Amelia, Katie, everybody I was dealing with was fucking, they were just rude fucking bitches. Like, I don't know. I just didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't want to be in Tampa anymore. I was done with Tampa. I was done with Florida. I wanted to leave Florida. So I go to Afghanistan, and I get over there, and the first night that I got there, it was probably, I don't know, 10, 11, who knows? I mean, I don't even know, like, what time anything was over there, because there's not really time. Like, there's a time to go to work. I worked 7 days a week, 7 to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. So anyway, I get there, and my boss has somebody pick me up at the airport. It was like this guy, he was a linguist, and he was like the linguist that had been there the longest. I don't remember his name, but you know, he picks me up at the plane, and brings me to get some temporary housing or whatever, and they put me in this like hut, and what I was living in was it's called a bee hut. So it's basically, it was a village of like plywood huts, and they had, I think, you know, 8 people per hut, and they were intended to be temporary housing when we first got over there. It was not supposed to be like something that was permanent, but they had like reinforced them over the years, and you know, we were 10 years into this war by the time I got there, and you know, I lived in a bee hut in a village in Pogram. So anyway, it was a plywood hut. So the first night I get there, I guess, I mean, I had been awake for, I want to say 3 or 4 days, because I had to go from Tampa to, well, I was in Indiana for civilian combat training, and then I went from Indiana to Frankfurt, or Germany to Kuwait, Ali Al Salim, and then I was in Kuwait for a couple of days, and then I went to Bagram from there. But I didn't sleep the whole time, so it was like 3 or 4 days later, and finally I get a bed, in my hut, and I'm like, okay, great. So I lay down and fall asleep, right? And the next morning, my boss had told me, they told me to meet my boss at the MP station or something at like 7 a.m. I I get up and my boss is like out there and he's like, oh my God, I thought you were dead. I'm like, why? He's like, you didn't wake up. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, I guess I was sleeping. So we got hit super duper heavy that night. And I guess they hit like all around my hut. Okay. Again, this was intentional. Right? So I didn't know this at the time, right? So then the first thing he asks me, he's like, are you in the CIA? I was like, no. He's like, you're lying to me. I'm like, Adam, I'm not in the CIA. Like, I'm not, but I guess I was and I just didn't know it. So anyway, yeah, no, he thought I was in the CIA because I had no fear of death. And I survived all of these like attempts at like you know what I mean, like these attempts. But no, when I was there, what had happened was right before I got there, and who knows, maybe they staged this, right before I got there was an incident called the burning of the Quran, where we had these prisoners at this jail on the airfield that we would keep them before we would take them to like Guantanamo Bay or wherever they were going, right? So they were in this jail, and we would give them everything that they're allowed to have, per the Geneva Convention, right, for POWs. So they could get religious materials. They're allowed to have a Quran. So we gave them Qurans, and they were writing notes back and forth. And these are terrorists, guys, like full-fledged terrorists, They're writing notes back and forth in the Qurans and passing it back and forth, right, so that we didn't notice. Well, somebody saw it and burned the contraband, the Qurans, right? And whatever else they were burning, right? And one of the red badges, which a red badge is a local national, an Afghani person that we hire to come on the base and like clean and cook and do like those kind of jobs. But one of the red badges took a video of it and sent it to Al Jazeera, and Al Jazeera played it, and it was a video of these Qurans being burned. So it looked very, very bad, like we were disrespecting, the Muslim religion or the Quran or their country or anything. We weren't. We were burning contraband, as far as I'm aware. I wasn't there, but that's what I heard. So anyway, that happened right before I got there. So because of the burning of the Quran, and it was being plastered all over Al Jazeera, these guys were mad. The Taliban was mad. So they were hitting us hard, you know what I mean? And they hit us hard for the whole time I was there. The whole time I was there, it really didn't let up. And honestly, that's the reason I ended up coming home early. I was going to be there a year, and I came home. I was there, almost 6 months. But I just, every single night, I'm laying in my bed, and every single night we're under fire. It's rockets, being lobbied into the base, and shit's blowing up, and people are dying. And I saw one day. We had housing. We had all kinds of makeshift housing, and one of the other ways that they do housing, I thought about this too for something else, but they take storage containers, right, and they like at the back of an 18-wheeler, and they turn that into a living situation, right? So they'll put walls up inside, run power to it, whatever. So there was people living in those, and a rocket came through one morning or one night, and it went through one of those containers, and it hit like right next to a lady. And let me just tell you guys, these mortars, these rockets that they use over there are old Soviet rockets that were like bought on the black market. Basically, the stuff that didn't explode after the Soviets left. Like they would go around and pick up these rockets that didn't explode, and then they resell them, So sometimes they explode when they hit. A lot of times they don't, I would say 50-50, right? So anyway, this particular rocket, okay, like landed right next to this lady in her bed, okay, and it did not explode. But it took an act of God to get her out of this container, apparently, because she's got a live rocket, like literally like right next to her, in her bed, you know what I mean? So anyway, that happened, and then a bunch of other stuff happened, and I was just like, God was just telling me to come home. It was almost like, there was this like thought that went through my mind, like if I stay, I had a choice, I could stay, because I had said going over there that I did not care if I died. I did not. That's why I didn't have a fear of death, because I had nothing to really live for at that point. Everything was gone. They had taken all of it. So I was just like, fuck it, I don't care. I was like, if I get taken out, at least I went out in honor, in an honorable way. So I truly didn't care. So But then, you know, after like another, I don't know, guys, it was several months of these constant, you know, attacks and, you know, constantly almost dying, that I was like, you know, maybe I should try. I mean, I'm 30, I'm 29. You know, I was like, maybe I should go and just give it one more, you know, shot and see, you know, what I can get into in the States and if that works out or not, you know. So I wanted to come home. So I came home. Plus, we had been poisoned. They put cleaning products in the food. I was down to probably like, I want to say I was like 89, 90 pounds when I got home. I was very, very skinny, very gray, you know, looking, because we were poisoned as well. So, you know, all of that combined, I was like, let me just come home and, you know, figure it out. And I was going to come home, get my shit, and leave the state of Florida. And then I got, you know, duped and conned by Beelzebub, who was hired by Hamish to fuck my whole world up, you know, and put me in a forced marriage. So, yeah, it's a lot. You know, it's been a lot. And I can't believe, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy that the government gets away with this stuff. But, you know, they've made a lot of money on me, a lot of money. They have made so much money on me, you know. I want it back with interest. I want every penny that exchanged hands for me back, you know. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm not a slave, Hamish. And you, of all people, you know, you were supposed to be breaking these generational curses with me. You know, I know that you come from a long line of slave drivers in Africa, but you were supposed to be the one with me that was breaking these generational curses, right? That was changing things for the future, you know? And what does he do? He chooses to be a slave driver. He chooses to enslave me, you know? Yep. But I survived every motherfucking thing they threw at me, girl. And let me just tell you, every motherfucking thing, everything. They're scared of me, and they should be. They should be very scared of me. Yes, because I'm able to literally survive everything. You know, not to say I'm invincible, guys. I'm a human being. I have a human body, but I am protected, and they didn't realize that. They didn't believe in God enough to realize the power of God. You know, and that's where they went wrong. I have charm. I've survived a lot more. I've survived a lot of stuff that I don't even know about, frankly, you know. But I mean, I think literally, you know, that show, like 1,000 Ways to Die, I've probably experienced 998 of those ways. The surveillance industry is over $1 trillion, 10% settlement targets. It would, heart, and I think that's fair. 10% is more than fair. More than fair, and we deserve that. Yes, this has been a nightmare, guys. Imagine literally everything that you do. When you go to the bathroom, you're filmed, okay? When you have sex, you're filmed, okay? When you eat, sleep, get dressed, you are filmed. I'm on camera 24/7 with these motherfuckers, okay? And it has been that way my whole life. They're stalkers. They're assholes. They're weird. They're weird. Yep. Yeah, they owe me money, and lots of it. And you too, girl. All of us, this whole program. No. You know, this is bullshit. 1,000 Ways to Die, Tina edition. Yes, girl. That's exactly what it was. They were having a good old time with this. They tried to run me over. They put me with, oh my God. So the roommate guy was a pure psychopath. Sorry, he is. He's a pure psychopath. Like, he is purely, I mean, you know, this is like Ted Bundy level stuff we're talking, okay? Same with Beelzebub. Obviously, same with Hamish. You know, these guys are serial killers, you know? They have no qualms about it. So, anyway, yeah, he's a stabber, though. He didn't get me. He tried. He tried several things. Let me just talk about what he did. So, one of the only reason really that I agreed to stay with him because I was in a very obviously bad situation that I'm in, right? And my health was not doing so good. So I really needed to take a little break, you know, and I couldn't because I have to be on every day, you know what I mean? And like I just needed like a minute. I needed to go to the hospital, really. So I did that. After I moved in, but like immediately he was so nice until we moved in. It was not even 5 minutes after we moved in. He screams at the top of his lungs because of the cat, because the cat went under the bed. So I was like, okay, I gotta get out of here already. So I went into just basically, you know, fast forward mode. I was like, okay, first things first, get to the hospital, get checked out, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, and then get out of here as soon as possible. But they kept making it so like he was like, you know, you're gonna need to contribute, you know, blah blah. Because initially, of course, it was like, don't worry about anything, I got you, blah blah. And I'm like, no, 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 I'll buy food and I will give you money for any time that I can. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not a bum. Like I do make money, you know. So I was giving him money. I didn't give him cash, but I was buying groceries and stuff, and I wasn't making that much, you know, at that time. So I didn't have anything saved, and I couldn't just bounce, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to. So anyway, ended up he paid for the room that one night that got me out of there, and then I was able to work from there and keep going, you know what I mean? Just get back online and keep moving. But yeah, he after I got back from the hospital, he was like, hey, and let me tell you, this guy was on probation for stabbing his ex-girlfriend, you know, which I did not know about. It happened in Colorado, and I didn't catch it. So anyway, I got back from the hospital, and he's like, hey, you know, if you want anything to, like, you know, to help you, you know, feel better, you know what I mean, just let me know. He was offering me drugs. I'm like, you're trying to sell me drugs? I'm like, you're on probation for stabbing your girlfriend. You are so lucky that you are not in prison right now. You have a new lease on life. You're not in prison, like, and you're over here trying to sell me drugs. And again, he knew when he met me, obviously, that I want to, you know, I'm very straight laced. I don't do drugs. I would never, ever, ever do anything like that. I'm not into the whole lifestyle. So anyway, he's over here trying to sell me drugs. I'm like, I cannot believe you, dude. I cannot believe you would try to do this, you know? So no, I turned him the fuck down and told him to fuck off. But it was just, you know, they've really done everything. They have tried to get me addicted to drugs and alcohol. They used to like force feed me drinks, literally shots, you know, get me wasted and stuff like that on purpose. It was all intentional. They were trying to make me into an alcoholic, you know, which is crazy. I mean, who does this? You know, they're so mean. And then trying to give me AIDS. It's not good though, because my family participated in group sex rituals with this guy. So guess what? Guess what? Karma's a bitch. It's so bad. It's the worst. But I know that they banged him to get revenge on me, so that to prove to him that they were better than me, right? Because that's how these women in my family are. Bet you are. Bet you are better than me. Bet you are. And karma. So I don't know why they would want to do this to themselves either, but they have just hated me my whole life. I knew, I mean, absolutely they will jump at any opportunity to harm me, you know? So it's not a shock. I'm not shocked. I'm not even, you know, grieving over them, because they're not my family, one, and two, they weren't close to me, and three, you know, nothing, they've wanted me dead for a long time, you know?
Tina?
Yes. Let me get my ID. Yep, hang on one second. But yeah, I got to do like a combat landing in a C-17. That was fun. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Yeah. It's yep.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
Sorry guys, I got my tea. So I get these teas because it has the seal on it. I can't push it. It's in the fridge. Hold on. Which I think Uber Eats should have to put these seals on everything. Because, yeah, the coffee is bullshit as well. Trying to poison my fucking coffee, you dumbasses. Alright, let's see. Anyway. Yeah, it's been a crazy run. I think mine were amazed by the amount of drugs. Oh my god, Heart, you too? Oh my god, literally, I didn't even want to say it because, like, it sounds bad, but no, I can drink all of these motherfuckers under the table. Same thing with drugs, and I think that's why, well, the only reason I know that is because of when they drugged me, I didn't die, and I know they gave me a huge amount of fucking drugs. Whatever they did, I swear to you, like, it didn't work, and I know they were stunned at that. So, no, I mean, we have some sort of superhuman tolerance or something to these substances. Isn't it crazy? It's so nuts. I try to tell hubs and kids, some people just want your downfall, and kiddos like, yeah. Straws in your cups, yeah. Yeah, sometimes we get Taco Bell for dinner. I want Taco Bell so bad, Charm. I've been craving Taco Bell for days. You don't let folks touch your food. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. When I was a bartender, I didn't ever put, like, sometimes I would rip for my regulars, you know, you rip off the top part, or leave the top part on, and then put that in the drink, you know. But, no, you know, you don't want people messing with your food. He doesn't even know who she was or why she did that. So I wonder... Really? Wow, that's weird. So, Charm, this is the other thing, you know, these people, like, again, they're programmed, right? This is what's freaking me out a little bit because I feel like they're programmed to, like, poison people, you know? Like, again, I've been poisoned so many times, but so have other people, so has Emmy, you know what I mean? Like, they like to poison people. That's a big thing for them, you know? So... make sure there's no cyanide in there. Okay, so anyway, yeah, these guys have really done the most. It's been a very interesting life. Oh, the combat landing. Hey, Tina, how are you? Watch gang stalking simulation. Oh my god, some of these YouTubers too, I know, I feel so bad for everybody. It's so sad because we get fucking made fun of so hardcore, you know, because that's what they do. They want us to look like we're lunatics, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know what we're talking about, we're crazy, we're not actually being stalked, you know? Like, why would anybody go online and be like, I'm being stalked, if they're not being stalked, you know? But anyway, yeah, the people that are also being gang stalked, you know, it's the TIs. And I thought, again, I was a TI because of maybe the gifted program, but I didn't know how far it was intertwined. Oh, this is why it kills me with Amy, because I don't, she was in gifted too. We were like sisters, like literally like crafted for each other. I hope she's not involved, but I just have to brace myself for that because I just feel like she is. I don't know. Sucks. Really sucks. Anyway, I wonder if the combat landing was also a part of it. I don't think so. I don't think they would risk like the lives of like 300 people or whatever was on that plane to like just to try to fuck with me, but maybe. Anyway, so we were in Kandahar, and it was like I want to say the flight was around, I don't remember, maybe an hour from Bagram or something, but we took a C-17. There was different ways you could get around Afghanistan. You could take a helo if you were going to like from Bagram to Kabul, or, you know, a ground vehicle. You could get on a C-17. There's other things as well. Anyway, so we fly down to Kandahar to check out the facilities down there because I was on the postal contract, postal and linguists. But we would go to the post offices at different places and make sure everything was going well. And in Kandahar, that was our big, you know, Bagram was our main hub, but Kandahar was the second biggest one because it's a NATO base. So they have troops there from all different NATO countries, you know, and they have, because of that, all kinds of different facilities there. So they had this whole like boardwalk area that was fucking awesome. Like, well, for Afghanistan, you know, but like they had a KFC, they had like a big PX, they had, you know, all kinds of stuff. They had like a store that sold like CDs, you know, like a little like bazaars, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, little markets and stuff like that, and a lot of fast food. So I was excited to go there, and it was fun and everything. Anyway, we're coming back, and it's the middle of the night, and I'm sleeping. And me and Adam, I like to sit on the sides of the C-17s. Those are the best seats for me because you don't have to, because those rows are not meant to be comfortable. They're meant to move people. So like you're sitting there, you know, you're pretty scrunched, and you have to wear, at least I did, all of your gear. So you have to wear your flak vest, your helmet. That's it. And then we had duffels and stuff as well, but. You know, it's all, you know, you're sitting in your gear basically in a tiny little airplane seat. So anyway, I like to sit on the side when possible, but I couldn't get a side seat. And so me and Adam are sitting like in the middle, like sitting bitch basically, like in the middle of like the middle rows, you know, because we're the civilians. And so we're flying home, and we're both like he fell asleep, and I was like kind of just like dozing off a little bit, like I had my eyes closed. All of a sudden, I feel this fucking airplane go. I mean, it was just like, it just went straight down, you know what I mean? It was crazy. So, I mean, it was like a feeling of like, because you're like falling, you know? So I don't know why, like I punched Adam. He had his vest on, he was fine. But like, I was like, what the hell? I woke him up. So he's like, what the fuck? And we're going down, and then you go back up, and then they do all these other maneuvers and stuff because they're evading like people launching rockets and stuff at the planes. So anyway, I got to do that as well. Over there, what else? Oh, the head linguist guy wanted to take me outside of the wire, and he kept asking me, which means off of the base, which you're not supposed to do. So, I mean, it wasn't like I was not allowed. Like I don't know actually. I don't know what the policy was if I was permitted to go with someone of like. I would imagine because they were the main head managers, like my boss and then my other boss, Fred, and then that guy was the main manager over the linguist, you know, but he wanted to take me, he kept telling me, oh, Tina, let me take you to a restaurant, you know, and I don't want to go, you know, like I was like, no, thank you. But eventually one day he was like, oh, it's right here by the gate, because we were already over on that side of the base for whatever reason. So I was like, okay. So I walked out of the wire with him, and immediately regretted it. So we walked into this restaurant, and I was in, you know, I was covered, like you know, when I was over there, I wear my baseball cap, but I put my hair up and in a bun, so I do as much as I can not to draw any attention to myself, you know, aside from like the pink laces and my combat boots and stuff, because you have to look like a civilian. So basically what I would do is I would throw pieces of clothing that were this color, this literal color, in with stuff. So I would put like a pink t-shirt on underneath my vest, you know, so you'd see a little bit of pink. I put pink, these color laces in my combat boots, stuff like that, you know, because you have to dress like a civilian. You're not allowed to dress in camo or like look like a soldier. So anyway, we go off the base and like into this restaurant, and it's like you could have heard a pin drop. It was like like all these Afghani men were like you know, and the guy I was with was like, you know, he ordered the food. I'm like, can we please just go back now? Let's just go back, because it was too weird, you know, it was too much. So we went back on the base. Everything was fine, and I ate the food, which Afghani food is very weird. It was not bad. It was like basically what's that? Is it like couscous? Yeah, it was like couscous, and it had like currants in it, like dried currants and herbs and stuff, and then they put goat meat in it. But with the meat, guys, it's not like here. They actually chop the whole thing up with like the bone and everything, because they don't waste any part of the animal. They need to eat it all because they have such, you know, food scarcity. So they put like, it was like bones and stuff in the, you know, pieces, like. So anyway, that kind of freaked me out. I'm like biting on like bone pieces, but you know, other than that, it was okay. And what else? That's it. There's a lot more, of course, that happened over there, but yeah, I had a very interesting life because of these assholes. I really did. That's the other thing. There must be something with Paris, because when I went to Paris the first time, it was like I had been there a million times. Like I already knew how to get around, all kinds of stuff. So something with Paris. I don't know. I don't know what else to think anymore. I really don't. I really, really don't. Exactly, Charm. I'm the same way. I love meat. Like I'm a big meat person. I was pretty much a vegan for like 5 years, but I didn't do it right, and you get, and you can't really do veganism right, to be honest, but you get deficient in certain nutrients and vitamins like B12, and then protein. Yes, beans have protein. Yes, there are plant sources of protein, but it is not the same protein. It is not the same bioavailability for your body. Your body does not break beans the same way that it does meat. You know what I mean? So anyway, I like meat now. I don't eat. I mean, I don't know. I haven't eaten much food, in the last few years, but I do eat meat when I can. What else are we talking about here? But bones and stuff. I eat meat on the bone, like chicken bones, and I don't eat the bones, but they don't bother me, but little pieces like that gristle. And what gets me every time is like that little tendon in a chicken leg, you know what I mean? Ugh, it's on like the best bite too. Hey Dee, looking forward to getting some work. Oh, thanks Dee, that'll be fun. But yeah, this is crazy. So, how do you say, I don't know how to say your name. I'm going to call you Heart. Heart, where are you from? Wait a minute. I can't see your picture, Dee. I'm seeing if I know you. That's the other thing, guys. I had friends, okay? When I was in Germany. So I worked at the bowling alley, right? And I started there when I was like, 18. The Minority Report, exactly. I started at the bowling alley when I was like 18. I worked at AFES before that. And I had friends, like all the biggest important people on the base were my friends because I was their bartender, and they all loved me. Like I had a great time there and stuff, and I had a lot of people around me, but I had friends that were in the CIA, they must have known. I don't want to say anything else, but yeah, like I went to somebody's wedding in 2011, and it makes me wonder now, did they must have known. They must have known. Too funny. I gotta eat my chicken with the lights on to know what I'm nibbling on. Charm, that's perfect. Yes, exactly. Chicken with the lights on. I have PCOS. Ooh, really? Oh my gosh, you poor thing. Yeah, please don't go vegetarian or vegan, guys. It sounds like it's a wonderful thing, right? We don't need to harm the animals. We can get all of our nutrients from plants. No, we can't. Let me tell you guys, plants, a lot of them are poisonous. Beans, okay? Now, again, not in a normal amount, right? We're hunter-gatherers, right? So we should be eating, in accordance with that and with your genealogy, basically, like where your family's from, like mine, I'll have a lot of German, so it's meat and potatoes and things like that, But the plants that you eat, like the beans are a good example. They make you sick. They mess with your digestion, and the reason for that is that they're fucking poison. Your body can't break them down. You know what I mean? So, it's better to eat meat protein for sure. I wonder though, with this like genetically lab created meat, cloned meat. What about the cloning, guys? What about the cloning? Like, are these people clones now? Is that what these are? Is that why they're like gone? Is that why like they're not home? Like what is this? It's not funny, but like why? Why would you want to clone like these random people? For what purpose? I guess to make your army. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Hey, Gio. But yeah, Charm, from not eating meat for many years, I got B12 deficiency, which fucks with a lot of things. Like you can lose hair from it. My hair was really thin. Same thing. I was really weak and faint. Your nerve endings get frazzled as well. Like it felt like my nerve endings were like tingling in certain places because it's a B12 deficiency. You need B12 for your nerves. So that's why a lot of vegans are very anxious and have anxiety disorders as well, because it's deficient in the nutrients that you need to calm your nerves, literally. No, some foods don't taste the same. I like trying all the vegan stuff, and I'm telling you, since I was a vegan, because I was this back years ago from, I want to say, when did I get back from Germany? '02, the end of '02, I started, and then I stopped several years later. I want to say like 4, something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, it was not good. I didn't do it right. I got sick, and I thought I just didn't do it right. But later, I learned from other vegans and vegetarians, it's just not a sustainable diet. Some people can stay on it for a long time and live. And, that's because they have good genes or whatever. But a lot of people die young on this diet, and it's sold as, again, it's like a, better for you. It's going to make you live forever. It's going to save the animals, save the environment. No. Nope, it's not. None of these gimmicky things are. It's just back to basics, basically, is what's going to save the earth and the environment. Not over consuming, not mass producing. That is what is killing the earth and the environment. But we're so complacent with our food sources now that 90% of these people would starve to death if the grocery stores closed down. That's how bad it is. They don't know how to get food. They don't know how to hunt or fish or gather anything, and I'm concerned, that they would not be, really, truly, without the internet, this takes these guys out at the knees, they're not going to be out there, creating a new society, hunting and taking care of the people. If they get what they want, if they were to get what they wanted, right, which is, full control, blah, 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 annihilation, right, of all the good, it would be a matter of, it would be a horrific couple of months, because again, these buffoons they don't know how to run a society. They don't know how to run a civilization. They don't know how to take care of people. They don't want to take care of people. They just want power. So feeding these people, and then if the comms get knocked out, internet and cell phone, right? Power as well, electricity, because how are they going to run all this stuff? How are they going to do all this? Do they have the right people in place for all of this? So if that gets knocked out, imagine these buffoons running around for months with no power and no electricity and no internet, like I did when I lived in my store. Eye for an eye, remember? They wouldn't make it. I'm just here to tell you, most of them, a lot of them, not gonna like that. They're not gonna like not having the internet. They're not gonna like not having electricity. So again, war is this is what war entails. This is what war entails. You will lose power, you will lose internet, you will be back to basics, finding your own food. Is that what they really want? Is that what they want? Yes, apparently. So yeah, just some thoughts. So Hart, do you know anything about where you came from or where your real parents are or anything like that? Are you part of the same program as me or a similar one? Can we go back to the 90s? I don't want to go back to the 90s, Gio. I want to go to forward. I want to get out of this fucking lifetime. I'm done with it. But I don't know, the 90s were kind of fun, I guess. I don't know, I just kind of grew up on my own, guys. I had a family, but they were mean to me, obviously, and then they just ignored me most of the time. So I made my own world. No internet back in the days. Yeah, Gio, remember how that was growing up? No internet. We had to find other things to do. So guess what I did? I read books. I actually got in trouble in class for reading because I was bad. I would take my Goosebumps book or whatever it was and have it like under my desk, so the teacher wouldn't see it, and then I'd have my textbook on top of my desk so it looked like I was looking down at my textbook and I was reading my book, whatever it was I wanted to read. But I used to go through like several books a week back in the day. That's what I would spend all my allowance on, was books. I used to read the encyclopedia. Literally, I'd go get like A and read that whole thing, and then B and get that whole thing, and then C and read that whole thing. What else did I do that was weird? I don't know. I just watched weird stuff on TV sometimes. Like, I had a little black and white TV in my room, and it got certain channels. Like, I remember like Nick at Night. Remember that? Alfred Hitchcock, and what else was on Nick at Night? I can't remember. Dick Van Dyke. That's how old I am. Mary Tyler Moore. I watched that. My parents had HBO, so sometimes I would watch scary movies. That's the thing. I really like scary movies. Like, my favorite scary movies, The Shining. So, but probably again because I was raised in a psychological thriller. It feels like home to me. The Shining feels like home. It's true. It's true. So yeah, I like scary movies a lot, but I watched a lot of scary movies. And I don't know, they didn't bother me. The only one that I couldn't watch was Pet Sematary. I don't like that one. But pretty much any of the other ones, I loved them. Stephen King stuff when I got a little older too. His books, I read a lot of Stephen King. Yeah, he's so talented. Oh my God. I always like when I would read his books, because when you read a lot too, you get to see like different authors and like their styles and how they portray things and relay information. But like Chucky, honestly, Gio, I watched it, I'm sure, but yeah, those ones like the Friday the 13th, the Chuckies, the Jasons, the Nightmare, whatever, I would watch them, and it was like a fun time. But I really preferred like the real ones, right? So like The Shining was a favorite. There's one called The Serpent and the Rainbow, and everybody should watch it. It is about this Harvard professor who's on a research experiment study down in Haiti because Harvard heard that there was a drug that they could use to basically zombify people, kill them, and then they would come back to life after a few days. And they had heard through the grapevine that they were giving it to people down in Haiti as part of this voodoo ritual, and that they were coming back to life. So this professor, this white guy, goes down to Haiti, links up with some other medical professionals down there, and starts this, study to figure out what's going on. And it is very, very, very interesting because it goes all into Haitian voodoo, and it's coming from the perspective of a normal white guy from Harvard, and he's down in Haiti, like in the thick of all this voodoo stuff. And it's a good movie. It's really good. Friday the 13th. Yeah, that was good stuff too. Haunted objects that go out to public. Really? That would be fun. There was a curiosity shop by my store that I never made it to, but I wanted to go. I wanted to go like collaborate with him. But yeah, I love curiosity shops. I love weird stuff like that, obviously. It's just very interesting to me. That's another reason magic was so interesting to me. It's just interesting, It's just cool. But yeah, haunted objects. I believe that. I believe that. Like, there's certain things that, it's like when you steal something from me, the object becomes haunted, right? It's cursed. So it'll ruin your life if you steal from me. Just saying. Just saying. But people are learning that the hard way, aren't they? Yeah, I know these motherfuckers got my storage unit. I know they did. Which, again, they're so obsessed with material possessions. I didn't want anything. When the storage unit went, because I had a big storage unit, and it was like $500 a month, and I couldn't keep it. I'm about to lose the other one as well. So, but when that one went, I know they went back and fucking got my shit, out of it. And it's just weird. You know what I mean? It's like, why? Like, it's like they're literally, like, they're obsessed. They're obsessed with everything that I do. Everything I eat, everything I say, every move I make, everything, I don't either charm because it has like, thank you, Dee. I'll grab the cards and take you. But yeah, it's a very odd obsession. They're very, very, very obsessed with everything I do. Okay, Misty, what is your question, my dear? Damn, it's already 3:45. I'm really glad I got online because I thought, fuck, they got me. Trust me, trust me. I did not concede, right? But I was like, you motherfuckers, bitches. Oh my god. I don't know what I want to listen to, guys. Hang on. Ugh, every time I see My Chemical Romance, I get so sad. Amy, no, please. You didn't, did you? Did you really? Ugh. It's not a little hootie. There's only one song. I don't know. I'm just going to shuffle all of these, can I? Toby Keith is cool. He went to Afghanistan a lot. He was there a couple times when I was there, and he's cool as shit because he was playing one time and we were under attack, and you know the alarms start going off and stuff, and he was like, fuck it, and just kept singing. He's really cool because he's been there so many times. He's immune to it. See, they did something to my phone. This is my real phone, but the certificate for this server is invalid. You might be connecting to a server that is pretending to be iTunes, init.itunes.apple.com, which could put your confidential information at risk. I'm gonna hit OK because I have no confidential information, obviously. But yeah, it won't even play my music. And this is not like online. It's just the stuff I have downloaded, my albums that I bought and stuff, which I should be able to listen to. But they did something. They did something. Play. Let me put it on the laptop. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not, just so everybody knows, I'm not harboring, hatred and anger towards these people. I'm mad, yes, of course, I'm very mad, I'm angry at them, but I am not harboring like hatred in my heart for them. I mean, it's wrong as fuck to take money to kill your friend, and turn a blind eye while she's tortured to death and murdered. Very wrong. Very wrong. I will never be friends or have any relationship with these people ever again. But I understand also that a lot of them were brainwashed. Bad. It is bad. And they may have been MK Ultra'd to do this as well in some cases. I don't know. But that doesn't, again, that's not like Patricia, and them, Tracy, everybody, they have been so abusive towards me my whole life that it's not recoverable. It's just not recoverable with them. It's just not. But some of these people that were not so prevalent in my life, that were not family members, may have been MK Ultra'd, yeah, to do this to me. And it's really, who does this? Why does the government do this? At the end of the day, there is no excuse, right? This was a game between a bunch of dirty old men, and that's literally all it was. There's no research that they needed to do. They didn't get anything from this. There's nothing that they couldn't have gotten without coming to me directly, like a responsible, like a good person would do. If you want something from me, talk to me about it, and work out payment as well, because I don't work for free. I'm not your slave. It's not about money. I'm not your slave. That's the issue. So if they wanted to study me, they could have studied me. I would have been fine with that. I would have been happy to participate. I would have. But then they wouldn't have been able to have all the fun with the rapes and the tortures and the bets in Vegas and all this stuff, So there is no excuse. There is just none. I cannot think of one valid reason why this would happen, why they would allow this to happen or to participate in it, Can I just shuffle all of these songs? Toby. Speak of the devil, I guess. Okay, let's see here. What do I need to do to balance my feminine energy? Any now benefits? I guess I meant to say, should I be doing anything now? Okay, let's take a look. All right, I didn't ask anything. Spirit guides, universe, guardian angels, and ancestors. This reading is for D. Please allow me to be a clear channel for her messages. Thank you. All right, what does D need to do to balance her feminine energy? So I feel like, okay, so this could be read a few different ways, but it may be that, walking away from something might be what is needed in order to balance this out, because he's literally trying to balance those balls, and it shows an imbalance. So I mean, it has something to do with this Eight of Cups energy. It could be that you need to walk away from some people or a person, or that you did walk away and that caused an imbalance, or somebody walked away from you. Let me just see here. What can she do to balance herself out? Okay, we have the Empress. It says it was reversed when I picked it up. So she is the feminine energy. She's the divine feminine. I mean, what are you looking to do? Like you're like me, you're in full masculine mode. Is that what it is? You're not allowed to be a woman because you have to be a man and protect yourself against men. No. It's challenging to hear me. Oh. Let's try these. Can you hear me now? Can you just let me know if you can hear me, Dee? I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt your reading, but I just want to make sure before I do it that you can actually hear what I'm saying. Aw, Dee, you are magnetic. No, you didn't lose anything. Listen, you're just burnt out, girl. This Empress reverse, that's what this is. She's just burnt out. If you're working, running a business, whatever else you're doing with your life, it takes a lot out of you. And unfortunately, when we're in a position of being a feminine or divine feminine, we have to be a man, essentially, and, do all of the things that men do in addition to all of our duties as a woman, right? It can be a lot, and I think that's what's going on here. It's just that, you know, it's about pouring back into yourself is what it is. The way to get her back upright is to make sure that you are setting aside time every day to take care of you, and making sure that your boundaries are really strong, and that nobody is taking this divine feminine energy from you, that isn't, also giving something back in return, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? You don't want any leeches or vampires on you either. But yeah, I mean, I guess the best thing, we get some more cards. Yeah, these men are supposed to be protecting women. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, you got the Five of Swords and the Six of Wands reverse. Let's see here. You've been in conflict, girl. You've been attacked. What is this? What is this? What's going on, girl? Somebody's been beating you down. Are you okay? Like, what? Somebody doesn't want you to look good in public or want you to win. Your body has stiffened. Oh my God, D. What is this? Stress? What? Why? Who is this? Who's this asshole? Because that's what it is. You have oppressive forces, literally attacking your divine feminine energy. It's not just that. It's like, your body is stiff, and it's affecting your health as well. Because in the upright, the Empress is fruitful and healthy and fertile, and then in the reverse, it's like opposite. Her health is not good. So yeah, this is all about stress, girl. The Five of Swords means you have, like, there's conflict, chaos, drama. It could be from the past, maybe even like PTSD from something here, possibly,
because there's some sort of, let me get some more cards. The Six of Wands reverse here. This is like my, usually money problems. Yeah. This is like my Napoleon complex card, because look at him. He's totally got Napoleon complex. So reverse like this, it's like you had to overcome defeat, somebody that was very, very, very egotistical, that told you things about yourself, like maybe made you feel bad about yourself, it impacted your finances. Because yeah, the Empress upright, her money's good, her health is good, her kids are good, everything's good, but in the reverse, yeah, somebody messes with all of those things, everything that the Empress energy embodies, which is, wealth, fertility, beauty, health, things like that. So somebody came for you is what it looks like here, or is coming for you. Let me see. What else does she need to know? So obviously, I think in that circumstance would be cutting this energy out if you can, and if not, definitely minimizing its access to you. Empress reverse. Wow, the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is about your physical appearance. The Queen of Wands is you're tired, girl. I know you're gonna get better. So she actually is very healthy. She's very she's energetic. She has her energy back. You're headed back towards this girl. And the other thing is that she's the most attractive queen of all of the queens, right? Like she's the one that has the ability to attract exactly what you're looking to do. You're gonna get this back, but this means taking care of your physical body, girl. I'm sorry, but you got to cut some time out of your day to take good care of yourself. You got to make sure that you're getting enough sleep, you're eating well, and making sure you're eating foods that are good for you and nutritious. Again, I am the worst person to be giving advice on this, because I am the biggest hypocrite you will ever see, as it comes to this stuff, because I'm the same way. The last thing I want to think about, I can't even think about nutrition, what I mean? Like I'm trying to survive, so it's like, it's not even a thing. But in your case, if you have the ability to, take good care of your physical self, maybe, I don't know, it could be your appearance, your clothes, your hair, your skin, whatever, just, I like to like make little projects, you know what I mean? Like one little thing, like get your hair the way that you want it, get it exactly the color and stuff that you want it, then work on something else, if you want to do that. But at the end of the day, what it really, really boils down to, it's not about like hair and all of that. It's about your health, because your health directly shines through, as the Queen of Wands. If you're healthy and taking care of yourself, that's what's going to attract energies to you. Aw. Well, I'm a hypocrite for telling you to eat well and take care of yourself, because I'm not doing that either. But, it's, dang girl, it's, it's not out of laziness. You know what I mean? It's out of like, an inability to, it's a, I can't remember the word I'm looking for, lack of resources, I guess, or just an inability to do so because of the situation. But in this situation, dang girl, let me see, give me a little more. What's this Queen of Wands? The Hermit. You need rest. Okay. I don't have my candles or anything. What kind of spell are you looking to do? Maybe I can finagle something. I don't need the candles to do a spell, but if you want the full video and stuff that I normally do for people, then I do need the candles, It's up to you. But, one of the things we could do also is, depending on what kind of spell you want, I can, if you want to do a deposit, I can order the candles to be shipped here, and then I can do it, the way I usually do. That would be an option. But I'm so sorry. I just don't have the funding to even buy a candle right now. I have nothing. All right. Beauty and love. Yeah. Even if they're birthday candles, you were something that's, oh, you're so sweet, girl. Yeah, girl. I mean, let me do this. I'm going to light a little candle. I have some tea lights, and I'll put your name in one of those tea lights and light it up for you. Okay. See if that helps you out. I'll send you good energy. That is the spell, essentially. Aw, thank you, Dee. Okay, let me give me just one day. Just let me figure this out and figure out what's going on, because I don't want to take anything from you and then not be able to deliver what I'm promising you, unless you're okay with this schedule being flexible. I can assure you that if I am breathing, I will do your spell. I will not rip you off. I don't do that in any way. But just with the situation being so crazy, it might be a little bit, it could be some time or something. I just don't know what's going to happen minute to minute, basically. I hate to like schedule stuff like that and then not be able to come through with it. All right, let me look. What else does D need to know? Yeah, D, look, you got the Ace of Cups. This is about love. So, I mean, honestly, D, strength reverse, it's self-love. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You've obviously been through a lot. Like, I mean, if this energy is still in your life, which you don't have to say anything about it, but if it is, this is having a detrimental impact on your life, on your health as well. Even if it's a boss, a friend, a husband, a boyfriend, whatever, it is harming you. Like, I can just see it. But the best thing you can do is, just make sure that you are taking the time out of your day to take care of you. Yeah, your body needs rest, girl. Oh, you're flexible? Okay. All right, girl. Let's do it. Let me think of how I can talk to you. Do you have Instagram? You want to send me a DM on the Lovers Conjure Insta or TikTok? Let's see what else comes out for you too. Oh, that's right, Dee. I forgot you have my number. Perfect. If you have an Apple device, then yes, you can text me. And if not, my phone is cut off. So, girl, woo, I'm in all kinds of good shape over here. Ugh. All right. Yeah, text me, Dee. I think you're Apple. Let me check. Hold on, Dee. I'm trying to text you real quick to see if I can. Girl, they got me fucked up. Look, unable to text. I can't do it. It says an error occurred in your account. My number is signed out of iMessage. You may miss messages as a result. Please go to settings to address this issue. It's not signed out. It's signed in. They just got me fucked up. I don't know what they have done. I don't know. This phone is pretty much useless at this point. If you cannot reach me, it might be better to send a DMD. It really might, just because I can't text. I'm sorry, D. I know. Like I said, the most, girl. Literally everything. My emails were hacked, so they were deleting emails, so I couldn't get like emails from clients to like schedule things and do readings and do business. They have impacted every aspect of my entire existence, everything. Everything. It's the German Nazi crazy making technique. Hitler created it. Thank you, Dee. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. I know, girl. I know. Yeah, it's over. Let me get some final messages for you, Dee, just to close out this reading. Unless you have anything you want me to look at specifically. But yeah, girl, you got to take care of yourself, your health, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You know what I mean? Like you've got to be healthy and good yourself. It's like the oxygen mask thing. You got to put your own mask on before you can help others, even the kids sometimes, and I know that's impossible. I get that. I had a little one. I was a single parent, so I know it's not possible always to just, take a break or take care of yourself when you've got all these responsibilities. But just try to focus, maybe, giving yourself like 1 hour a day of you time, where you can sleep, you can take a spiritual bath. I got you, girl. I had you're the waxing studio, right? Craziest thing, D, I saw the notification, "Hey, high waist." I saw the notification come up, and I clicked on it, and then when I went there, the message wasn't there. Let me go back and look real quick, okay? Okay, that was just me. I found it. It's there. I just sent you a message back. Yeah, D. Obsession spells are a no-no. Okay, so obsession spells. This is one of the things I get asked for the most. Really, people want people to be obsessed with them, and it is a bad idea. So, in my opinion, any sort of magic where you're altering the free will or the free thought process of another person comes with bad karma, right? So, unless there's a situation, and I have done spells like this where the person is diabolical, right? And I'm trying to alter that mindset into something good, right? For somebody's safety or for something like that. I have done that. But things like trying to make someone obsessed with you is, I would think, probably one of the worst things you could possibly do, because it doesn't bode well. Like, you think like, okay, yeah, I want this person to like be obsessed with me. I want them to like chase me around and pursue me and stuff like that, and will only want to be with me, right? But what ends up happening, is the obsession can be taken too far. It can go to a really dark place. It can hurt people because they're mad, they're obsessed with you. Or, I mean, again, when we're talking obsessed, guys, it depends on the person you're casting on. But some people can get very obsessed, like very, very, very obsessed. And then when this stuff backfires, it's not good. I would very highly, highly, highly avoid any sort of anything, regarding obsession. I heard an influencer say she was in a relationship, the man was obsessed. I said, hell no, y'all don't want that. No, no, obsession is not good. Obsession is not good. Nope, nope. It's very harmful. So, it sounds like it would be a good idea, but I promise you, I assure you, you don't know their darkness inside. You nailed it, Charm. You nailed it. That's exactly what it is. So you're tapping into stuff, the subconscious, you know what I mean? And people's dark side can be activated as well. It's just really scary to mess with people's free will in general, right? But the mind control stuff with the spell work, especially obsession stuff, is not good. I would not do it. How do other women get whatever they want from their lover? Spell work. D. Spell work. Now, not every woman gets everything she wants because of spell work. Some women just are, have good men. You know what I mean? If you have a good man and you're a good woman, it might work out that way for you, right? It's rare, but I'll look at the cards. So, but yeah, they do spell work. Yep. A lot of them do. They do that. But again, this spell work doesn't last forever, and it does backfire when you're doing the spell work like this for nefarious purposes. Which is what that is. It's selfish, right? Like I'm not going to come to somebody romantically and put an obsession spell on them because I want them to choose me with their own free will. If they don't choose you with their own free will, one day that spell is going to wear off just enough to where they're like, what am I doing? Why am I with this person? I don't even like this person, and it wears off. It does. It can be broken, so what happens when that spell gets broken? You know what I mean? Your whole life falls apart because you built the foundations, just exactly what Amelia did. You built the foundation of the relationship on a false pretenses, right? It's based on a fucking obsession spell, so once that spell work dissipates, right, just like I said it would, then you snap out of it and realize, oh my God, this is not what I wanted, right? This isn't, why am I doing this, and and then you lose everything. So these women that think they got it all with spell work, watch, mark my words, D, the Kardashians. Just we'll leave it there. The Kardashians, the obsessed Kardashians. Okay, obsessed Kardashians, by the way. Spell work, and this shit is going to backfire. Yeah, Chris. Trust me. All of them. It's going to backfire. And they do obsession spells on people. They fuck with people. They're a huge, huge, huge part of the satanic movement, the push, the mind control, the rituals, the satanic fucking Travis Scott concert rituals. Oh my God. Unbelievable. All right, let me see what's going on with your man. Thank you so much, Charm. See, exactly. So there's so many things you can do, and so many like different botanicals, crystals, things like that you can do just to put the energy of what you want, in your space. But if you do spell work, the other thing I recommend is doing it on yourself, because then you're not modifying anybody else's free will, but you're just asking the guides to help attract something to you. Or what I did for like the beauty stuff is I just asked for the best version of myself. I didn't ask to look like anybody else. I didn't cloak myself, nothing like that. I just wanted to be the best version of me, and that's the exact spell that is put into all of my beauty spell products. It's not stealing anybody else's energy. It's not it's not going to be, well, that's the thing though. These cloaking spells are very effective very quickly, and people don't want to wait. With the beauty spell stuff, your looks will change gradually, but I look like a different person, but in a good way. I look like the best version of me. I think, I'm happy with everything. So, I mean, I don't know. It's, but again, it's not gotten with nefarious purposes, right? Or nefarious ways. All right. So D, let's look at your man. What's going on with D's man? So are you missing something? You got the 3 of Wands. He looks a little grumpy. Thank you, D. You're so nice. You're very, very sweet. It's God. It's all God. Like I said, I don't deserve anything. I don't eat well. I don't sleep well. Nothing. It's God, All right. So what is she missing with her guy? Is there anything that she needs to know? The 10 of Wands, girl. What is this? Yeah, God is the greatest plug. You're right. So he might be going through something, D. I don't know if you know about it or not, but it looks like he's got a lot of burdens. There's something ominous looming in his life that's really got him in a bad place, it looks like. He's juggling something with the 2 of Pentacles. He's trying to decide something, or he tried to juggle something. Let me see. What is this? Something at work or something like that. The 3 of Pentacles and Judgment. Mm. Six of Cups reverse. He's been out of work for months. Oh my God. That's why. He's in a bad place, girl. Six of Cups reverse. Let me see. Okay, it's going to get better. 5 of Cups reverse. The problem, I think, a lot of it is just he feels very overburdened. He's trying to juggle finances is what it looks like. A literal devil hit his transportation. What happened? What happened? Oh my God, D. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's not doing so good. I mean, I just feel like he's very stressed out. I feel like he's very he feels like people are watching him, and he feels like a fool, like a clown, I guess, because of he feels like there's like an audience of people watching him juggle his finances, and he feels like a clown. So I feel bad for him, like, I mean, in that way, right? Like it's just I know how that feels, obviously, and it sucks. So I mean, let me see, what can she do? What's going to be the best solution here? 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups reversed. He's focused a lot on finances right now. I think he wants to get his financial situation straight, is what it looks like here. What can D do? Is there anything she needs to do or know? The 4 of Wands, be stable. He's a truck driver. A guy with a license plate that said Demons 9 hit his trailer. You know what's funny? I got in an Uber once, and the guy had insurance, took months to clear the check. They've been doing that because the guy had like a license plate frame that was satanic as well, and I noticed he had like a ring or something. It was like a pentagram ring too. But yeah, I've been seeing that too with the cars. It's right in front of our faces, and that's why it's so important to pay attention. Demons 9, huh? The trailer. I wonder. Oh, I'm sorry, D. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Listen, the 4 of Wands is here. There is stability coming for you guys. There is. I feel like. Let me see a little bit more. Yeah, there's going to be something here that stabilizes the situation. If he gets a new job or whatever, there's something coming where this is going to be stabilized. King of Wands reverse. What is that? Two of Wands reverse. This guy, I don't want to say this, but our relationship hasn't been sexy anymore. And I miss him. That's why I asked about these. Oh, D, no. Okay, no, it's not you. It's not you. I can tell you that right now. Not from what I can see. I just think he's so distracted by trying to juggle this whole situation. I'm so sorry, D, that you're going through all this. Let me just see here. Maybe it's like you know, let me just see. What does she need to know? The Chariot reversed. The Five of Pentacles reversed. Things are going to go in a different direction. That's what I can tell you. Your Five of Pentacles reverse means you're not going to be in a position where you're constantly being ousted or out in the cold for very long. This is also about finances. So this can be money coming in and getting us out of poverty, something like that. Now, this does require, though, a change of direction with the Chariot reversed. So let me just see real quick what that's entailing. What's this Chariot reversed? The Ten of Cups. Okay, so it's not bad. It's very positive. It's going to be a very, very happy and positive outcome for you, whatever it is. But things are going to shift in your reality a little bit. Chariot reverse. Well, a lot of it. The Chariot's the major arcana for, forward movement. So it can be that things are at a standstill for a reason. Why are they at a standstill for a reason? Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I feel like maybe he's going into a different line of work or something, and it was the universe. Like, I really look at this as being rerouted, so like, he's in his truck driving his work truck, driving, and the universe is like, hey buddy, we really need you over here, right? But God can't just like come down, or yeah, God can do anything, but they don't just come down and like sit there and tell you to your face like, hey buddy, we need you to do this job over here instead of being a truck driver, right? So we caused this like accident or something to, to put you on a different path, now it could have been the demons that knocked him off his path. Yes, definitely. But whatever this whole situation is, it's going to get better. There is money coming in here. This Ace of Pentacles, look, there's money buried here. I don't know if this is money from like insurance payouts or something, there's money hidden, actually, the Hermit with the Ace of Pentacles. Where? Let me see a little bit more. What else does she need to know? The Ten of Cups again, girl, and the Queen of Wands. Look, D, these two together, the universe is telling me, Page of Wands, okay, like you're gonna be happy, successful, attractive. This is going to improve, is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't do an obsession spell. It's not the way to get things back together. He's going, like the Queen of Wands. Everybody is attracted to the Queen of Wands. You know what I mean? That's a good question. So tell me about D's finances real quick. Oh, you're good, girl. So you have some sort of victory coming in. Okay, this is public recognition. Okay, something like that. Your money's going to be looking good. Let me look at his. He's the Lovers. So both of your money. I guess it's almost like, I don't know if you guys commingle finances or not, but it would feel like that. It feels like maybe you guys are going to get married or something, and you're sharing finances or sharing resources or something like that. The Emperor and the Hermit. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I feel like he's going to get his finances together as well. The Emperor for sure. He's coming up with some sort of plan or something to maybe even start a business, or he probably owns his own business now, but he may have a new business opportunity coming in, or some sort of venture with other people. The Three of Cups. Yeah, there's communication coming in about this. This could be coming from like an old friend or a group of people. Sorry, a group of people, something like that. But he has communication coming in about an opportunity for building an empire, is what it looks like here. So, it's going to get good. And the Emperor is loaded. Like, he's wealthy. He doesn't have any money worries. Aw, I still want to do some work. You got it, girl. So let's talk about it on Instagram. That way I can tell you all your options. You can tell me exactly what's going on and what you're looking to do, and I can tell you exactly what I would do personally, if that's okay, if that works for you. And I will get back to you today. It's exciting, Dee. Yeah, I definitely want to work with you. Like I said, I haven't done a spell in a while, so it would be a little bit of a, getting back into it basically. Let me see. Oh, my cord is over here. Sorry. My music stopped again. Awesome. Thank you, Dee. Thank you so much. Yeah, just hit me up over there and we will work out everything you need. Everything you need. Maybe we can do something to help your man's financial situation as well, or help, something like that. Help him feel better, basically. It's going to get better. Just let him know that too. I promise you, it's going to get better. He has really good cards coming up for money and business. Awesome. Thank you, Dee. All right. Do I owe anybody else a question or anything like that? I'm scared to get off. I'm not scared, but I don't want to get offline because I don't want to lose my internet again. I think I'm okay though. I bet they're pissed. Oh, high waist. Hey, I'm so sorry, girl. I forgot. Thank you so much for reminding me. Can I have your question whenever you're ready? I believe you. I believe you. I'm just putting on some music. I promise I'm not ignoring you. Thank you, high waist. Thanks for understanding. Oh, wait, I just logged in a minute ago. Now my password, see, again, it's kicked me out of YouTube and it's telling me I can't log in. It says my password is wrong. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. What's my password? Is this a new browser window? I had it open. Here, we're back. No, we're not. Okay. Okay. I'll take your question, love, whenever you're ready. I don't know what this is. It's just 2010s music. So there we go. All right. I'm here for you, girl. Whenever you are ready. Did you already post your question? I'm sorry. Ooh, all right. Let's find out. I'm sorry that you are going through that, but we will find out. So good for you, though. Um, for choosing you. What deck are we going to use? I want to use that one again. I'll use the little one. All right. Will he leave me alone? I've blocked him. Ooh, okay. All right. Spirit guides, universe, guardian, angels, and ancestors. This reading is for High Waist. Please allow me to be a clear channel for her messages. Thank you. Okay. This Sagittarius person, what's going on, girl? So yeah, you protected your peace, sis. You're the Queen of Pentacles. She's super peaceful. She's grounded. She's stable, right? And here's your man. Five of Wands, hanging out with the boys, partying it up, being influenced by people that don't have his best interests at heart as well. Two of Pentacles. Okay, so he's trying to figure out what to do next. Let's see. He's trying to figure out what to do. Magician. Okay, so manifesting. Okay, but it can be magic. Just be aware. If you start to feel like you're, head over heels in love with him out of nowhere, just be aware. Let's see. He disappears at random times. Yeah, not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's see what else. Yeah, King of Wands reverse. Definitely not a good sign. Honestly, girl, he's burdened right now. He feels very overburdened. He doesn't know what to do. He's probably doing magic. He's going to come back in, at least with communication, the Knight of Swords. I do want to clarify this, though, because sometimes this can be the cops, So I just want to make sure. But that a lot of times the Knight of Swords is like swift communication or someone, coming in or rushing in very quickly. What else does she need to know about this situation? You want me to find out what he was doing when he was being sneaky? I don't have to, but I can. I can try. Yeah, he wants to make things right with you. He wants to, move into calmer waters with you. Like he wants to get past the Five of Swords. In his mind, yeah, sure. In his mind, he is thinking this is just another argument that you'll take him back, no problem. That he can come back in whenever. I think he feels like he'll be able to. He knows that it's more serious this time. I think he knows that it's serious, but he still feels like he can easily get you back. All right, what's he doing when he's disappearing? He's got a secret family, girl, or he's making money some kind of way that's hidden. So 10 of Pentacles, all right, and then blocked and blind, okay? So we'll find out. Six of Cups, girl, you sure he doesn't have kids? He went crazy last time you tried to find out what's going on. I'm going with secret family, girl. The 10 of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Now, we could say family, marriage, wife, soulmate, okay? What else? Maybe it has something to do with money. The Knight of Pentacles, he's spending time with kids is what I think. Definitely still playing family man, but just not okay. All right. What else is this guy up to? So you knew about that. Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, waiting for something, Death reversed, Five of Swords. Give me a little bit more. What's he doing when he disappears? Okay, here's what I don't have. I don't have player cards. Like, I don't really, the only one, this guy here, I don't like, but I don't have third party stuff going on. I got family kids stuff. He might be, is he trying to reconcile with his wife? Because that's possible. Is he trying to reconcile with his wife? Possibly, girl. He's King of Pentacles. This is a husband. So possibly. Let me see. They've been talking about something. Reconciliation, Three of Cups, girl. Now there's your third party card as well. All right. Let me just see here. Let me pick these up and go a little further. So what's going on with that situation? Yeah, you were right, high waist. He didn't want the divorce. Yeah, you were totally right. Yep, I would let him go. I mean, again, if he didn't want the divorce, what is he trying to do exactly? Have his cake and eat it too, you know? Like you don't get to have, the beautiful model girlfriend, that deserves somebody who's dedicated to her, right? A committed person. And, to keep your family. He should have been happy with his family or, he's got to pick, right? But whatever he picks, he's got to give up the other one. It's not that he has to give up his kids and stuff, but he can't have a relationship with both of you, with the wife and with you. Like he needed to pick and make a decision. And it feels like to me he, was using you to pass time or something like that, which is again blocked, girl, immediately. Immediately. He's gonna come back around because his wife, I don't think, wants him. Queen of Cups reversed. She's not invested as he is, right? And I feel like he's making some sort of effort here that is futile to reconcile with her. The Lovers reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. It's just not going to work out. He's getting clarity on that now. But guess what that means? So he's gotten clarity that maybe wifey doesn't want anything to do with him, okay? So guess where he's headed? Right back to you, okay? Right back to you with a love bomb, okay? A love bomb offer of how much he's in love with you. She's for the streets. So is he doing this stuff, girl. So is he. He's trying to love bomb you now. He's going to come back and tell you how in love with you he is. You're the only one for him. He'll never do this again. It's a fresh start. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see what else. 10 of Cups. He wants a family with you. Does he really want a family with her? Or does he, your last relationship was like this, such a turnoff? It is, highways. It's the games, it's the games. I don't know. I mean, again, I have, I understand. Like some people, when you meet somebody, some people may have loose ends that they need to tie up, and that's understandable. It is. Not everybody's just single, completely single and available, right? Yeah, there's loose ends sometimes, which is fine. But, when you meet somebody that you're investing in or you want to invest in, you have to tie up those loose ends first, or let the person know, like, what's going on, if you care about them, if you want to keep them in your life, um, that's my take on it. You know what I mean? Because he could have easily said to you, um, you know, something's going on with the kids, my wife, this is why I'm spending time with them, instead of sneaking around, and again, it doesn't look like he was really doing anything. Well, he was though. He was spending time with his kids under the guise of trying to reconcile with his wife, he's basically doing that so that he can be in her energy, and see if she'll take him back. She doesn't want him. It's from what I can tell. She does not want him back. So he wants to come back and make a family with you now. He may try to get you pregnant, just saying. Judgment reversed because he's under fucking judgment, okay? He's under judgment because he was non-committal, trying to have his cake and eat it too, and impatient as well. What else? What else did he do? What else is going on? Some secrets coming out. The moon reversed about his travels, girl. He may have even traveled somewhere, like went somewhere. I don't know, but the Chariot reversed, the World. So whatever information, it's not telling me exactly what it is. Here, I can look, I can ask, I'll try to find out. But something's going to be revealed to you, the moon reversed, that is going to put a full stop to the whole thing. So the Chariot reversed is pump the brakes, basically, screeching halt. Okay, and then the World is completion of a cycle, wrapping things up, everything coming full circle. It's also karma being dished out for all parties. Her birthday was 2 nights ago. He said he was dropping off wings to her and the kids. That was okay, but high waist, high waist, high waist. Oh my God. Immediately. No, 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 no. And again, it is not jealousy. It's not about jealousy of the baby mama at all. It's about respect for you. Don't tell me you're gonna go take wings to your ex's house and and then disappear for the night. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, girl. And then he's gonna come back to you with a love bomb. No, sis. No. And by the way, that couple, I'm sorry, but they're not a good fit. They're actually a really horrible fit. The King of Swords reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse. I mean, they're two peas in a pod, but these are both two very, very malicious people. They're spiteful, so they're probably at war with each other. It's probably honestly best you stay out of it, because with the Queen of Swords reverse, girl, this is the kind of woman that will lie to the courts, that will lie to the police officers, and so is this is the kind of man that will do the same exact thing. So when these two go to battle, this is going to be hellacious, right? Like this is not something that you want to be caught in the crossfires of. So I feel like honestly, your intuition was telling you to block him and move forward because it was protecting you, divine protection. You never slept with him. Good job, girl. Good job, girl. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. Yay! No, it's great. Look at you. You leveled up, Empress, as soon as I split the deck. Yay! No, but that's awesome. That's really, truly, truly awesome. You know what I mean? You get to get away with no strings attached. You know, not even one. So it's good. It's good. Honestly, justice is sticking out. The Empress. Look at all these cards, girl. So yeah, you're in good shape. You're in good shape. You did the right thing. Again, you know, he's coming back, you know, he's going to come back. So you'll have an option if you want it to take it. But I just don't think that's probably what you want. You know what I mean? You want me to see what's coming in otherwise? Because you are the Empress, which means you're attracting everything. You're welcome, honey. Yeah, you're attracting in a divine masculine high waist. You don't need to put up with this bullshit. You really don't. You know, you really don't, because you're the star. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Who's coming in for her in love? What does she need to know? Empress and Ten of Pentacles, girl, marriage and whatever you want, okay? If you want family, kids, dogs, whatever, you know, it's all here. Big properties, you know, anything like that. The Empress is attracting whatever she wants. You can have anything in love. Let me see. What else? It is good. Ooh, you have a King of Wands in the upright coming towards you, girl. So and this person, look how funny the cards are. It's just cute. Somebody's had their eye on you. I've been seeing this already. I've been seeing this person. It's this person. You have to let me know when they come through because look what they're looking at you for. Bam. Ten of Cups, okay? So this King of Wands it could be Aries or Sag, but it's, you know, it's somebody who takes an action. It's somebody who's doing something, right? And this person is very clear. They're not confused about you. Like they see you and they see somebody that they want. You know, they see their 10 of cups with you. So this person's not going to, you know, mess around. They're not going to disappear, you know, for the night when they're bringing wings to their ex's house. Pretty good one, high waist. I mean, it is. You got to give these guys credit. You got to give these guys credit. I know. It's coming, girl. It's coming. I'm telling you, there is a shift. Like we're already in the shift. The shift has occurred. You know, we're past the shift now. You may not see it at this moment, the moon, but I promise you, girl, something is brewing. The universe has something very, very cool popping up for you very soon, okay? And it's going to become very clear. They're going to show themselves. They're in hermit mode at the moment, but they know what they want. 10 of Cups, girl, and I'm telling you right now, the world, I think this person is coming from possibly another country, or they could be from another country, something like that. Could be the internet as well, but the meaning of the card is, you know, the best karma. Oh, you're the best, high waist. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm so glad I was able to make your day. Look, the devil reverse popped out as well. You beat the devil, girl. You did. It was a test. It was a test and you passed it, which means you level up, girl. You level up. It's because you chose yourself. You chose to be the Empress, you know. You chose to have dignity and standards and boundaries, right? And to not accept less than you deserve. And guess what? Now you leveled up. Devil reversed. You beat the devil, okay? And you got beautiful gifts coming in for it. Really. Amen. Exactly. Amen. Is there anything else you need me to look at here? Okay. All right. Okay. So I don't think I have anybody else paid. I don't know if I can jump off for a minute. Let me see. Let me do this. Let me think about this. You're welcome, Highways. Thank you. Okay, I'm jumping off and I'm gonna jump back on it's 4:37 now. 1800, 6 o'clock. Okay, thank you so much, Charm. Okay, I'm going to come back on at 6 p. Eastern, which is in a little less than an hour and a half. And if I'm not on by, say, 6:30 p. Eastern, it's probably because I don't have internet access, just an FYI. Hey, Jamie. Okay, perfect, Jamie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to get some food. Well, you know, burning candle. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Charm. Look at your, oh my gosh, girl, your potions. We're going to collaborate after this for sure. For sure. Your knowledge is really good. You got High John powder and frankincense. My favorite. Oh my gosh, girl. That's awesome. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off for a little bit. I'll be back on in about an hour and a half, 6 o'clock Eastern. And like I said, if I'm not back on tonight, it's because I don't have internet. That's what it is. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for everybody that let me read for you. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much, Charm. Ooh, that's perfect. That's perfect, Charm. All right. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you very soon.